Hi everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe and welcome back to Shane's Shed. We have a supplemental video for you. We dug out a lot of classic toys out of one of our loot boxes and we want to see if they work, how they work, and what's savable and what's not, right? So we have a whole bunch of things. I'm going to lay them all out for you so you can see some of the things that we're going to be looking at today. We did pre-clean and pre-test some of these, just to be completely honest. But there's still a lot that we have not looked at yet, and certainly not looked at in any depth. So these are just a handful, dusty, of the fun toys that we managed to pull out. And this guy goes in this box. Oh, there's instructions in there. Well, not anymore. And this XGame, we're going to look at that guy. And of course, Wildfire Pinball. So, most of these, we were able to get the batteries terminals cleaned up a little bit, and we managed to get most of them in some sort of working order. So I'm very excited. We have a little TV here. This is the Naxa TV, by the way. What makes this guy so perfect for this sort of job is that it has a plethora of connection ports on the side. So anything you might need, from an RF to a composite to HDMI, it's all here in this nice little neat monitor. So it's perfect for this sort of work. But before we get to hooking this guy up, which is going to be him and him, we'll take a look at some of these classic games first. Of course, every classic video gamer or handheld portable gamer knows that having a huge collection and assortment of batteries is a must. We've got little watch batteries, we've got a couple screwdrivers, we got D's, C's, A's, double A's, triple A's, 9 volts. We've got the whole kit and caboodle. So let's take a look at some of these things. We'll start over here. So this was the Commodore 64 in a portable unit. This is found out later it's actually called the DTV. So this one was pretty gnarly inside. I think if you remember from the video, you saw that it was kind of bulging with battery acid. Yeah. So what we did is I cleaned it up. I used peroxide vinegar, the whole bit, and you can see inside that it's relatively clean. We managed to get everything tidied up from there. Unfortunately, my initial test was that it didn't work. However, now that it's been sitting for a little while, maybe there was some junk inside that was wet from my cleaning. Maybe we can recover this guy after all. So let's throw in, these are 4 AA batteries. And this is a TV game, so we have to plug it into our handy dandy Naxa over there. And I'll just put the cover on. And let's see if it'll even give us a power light to start with. I don't know why that's such a long screw. So we got a light and it's steady. That's something. So let's plug this guy into our Naxa. Okay, it's powered up. And we will see what we see. Now, typically speaking, this Naxa will flip to whatever source has a video on it. So if I turn it on, it should actually pick it up. It says AV. So let's see. Turn it on. Lights on. No signal. So these are all of our input options. And I'm afraid this probably isn't looking good. So AV should be it. And well, I definitely saw that something was plugged in there. I'm getting nothing. Well, that is too bad. So maybe this thing has to be opened up further, and we need to look inside and see if anything is bad in there, that is a crying shame. I know I'm going to need these batteries back for other stuff, so I'm going to have to pull these out. Unfortunately, that's just the way these things are. If you abuse them and you don't take care of them and keep the batteries out of them when you store them, then, you know. And you know what? The truth is, this may have never worked. I mean, I had 2 or 3 of these, and some of them I got on from eBay, because I was going to hack one of them. So it's very possible that this one never worked. I'm trying to absolve myself of the guilt of leaving batteries in and seeping, if you didn't figure that out. All right, so let's take a look at, say, the Digital Derby. I had provided everybody with the name of Randy Rain. She takes these things. She's taken this thing all the way apart, all the way down to ground zero, And it's a really interesting components in here. This is one of those ones that takes C batteries, which I definitely didn't. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, it works.
Settle down, Tex. Well, it's definitely got something going on here. But
not necessarily working. Oh, it is.
Not necessarily working. Oh. Dude. So, just a second. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with this guy, right now there's this timer that's counting down. Once it gets to 0, this whole thing will stop. And then we can have another look at this thing.
Can't you just press reset?
No, there's no... It's reset only... Ugh. Listen to that grinding. And there's a reason why it's grinding like that. Thanks to Randy's video, I know why. I could probably take it apart and fix it myself, but I might send it to her and ask her to fix it for me. So let this thing time out real quick. Okay. So the idea is that you hold this button down until the timer gets to start, and then you have that amount of time for this timer to race your car. So as I mentioned before, there are 2 sets of film strip with little cars on there. There's a complex system of detecting collisions based on the little grooves that are in the side of the film. This shifter is actually a really remarkably complex transmission unit in here. So in neutral, like one lane would go but not the other lane, so you're kind of safe, but it stops counting up your time, right? So you have this counter that you're supposed to reset to 0 before you start playing. Ew. Yeah. That might be part of the problem. It's not, I don't think it's supposed to quite grind like that. So you set it to 0, you hold this button down until it starts, and then you can drive. Again, the car itself, the little plastic car, is directly linked to this. There's no gear system or anything like that of interest. But if you go to gear 1, both go, I think, at the same time. If you go to 2, one lane goes faster than the other. If you go to 3, the other lane goes faster. So between neutral and these other gears, you can kind of manipulate the cars on the track to get between them. And then if you crash, of course, then there's a big red light flashing in the background. I don't think we're going to get that red light. Ooh, yeah, I think we're done here. But I'll see if I can get it to get to the starting point or not. I think we saw as much as we're going to see. Oh, you have to put it in neutral, maybe. Okay. So you can hear the gears are just wigged out in there. All right, so now we're in the mode where I think we can. The gear system just isn't working out. Let's see if I can get a crash for you to see, but I don't... Nah. There's definitely... I'm probably chewing the hell out of the insides. Oh, there we go. We got a crash. Which is actually kind of cool for an old 70s toy. Alright, I'm going to pull the batteries. I don't know what it's doing to the gear system in there. But my guess is there's some gears and pulleys in there that probably need a little bit of TLC. But again... I just wanted to go on record one more time as saying what's inside here is a lot more amazing than the game itself. So as a retro collector, as someone who's interested in electromechanical technologies, this is a really neat showpiece. So it's a shame that doesn't work better, but it's fixable. That's the cool part. So this is Bank Shot. I kept calling it Trick Shot, I think, in the last video, and it's not. It's called Bank Shot. This is from Parker Brothers. Did I say this was 78? 1980. Okay, so close. So this is a billiard game, and if you watched the last video and you saw my inset, you saw some kids playing it, but it's probably a little more fun to actually talk about it here. This is that, right? This one's that weird battery cover. You know, I had this open earlier. I should have just left it open. Hang on. I'm going to break it trying to open it. You know, this popped off just super easy just a few minutes ago.
Use a screwdriver as like a wedge.
There we go. There we go. Aren't you clever? Okay, so this is another one of these 6 AA batteries, which is absolutely ridiculous. It stuns me that parents were able to afford, because batteries weren't cheap back then. They're really kind of not cheap now, but it blows my mind that kids were able to continuously feed these things batteries. Oh, yeah, this is going to be one of those ones where I've got to put the back on it, huh? I was going to try to get away without putting the back on. So let's take it off again, but not to be, I'm afraid. Okay, good enough. I'm going to put it halfway on. So this is a game of billiards. First of all, I guess I did turn this one on prior to, so I know that it works. You're going to probably have to come in, Brian, and get close. So there's various different games to play in here. We're not going to go through a ton of them. But this shows you the 4 different game modes. And if you look at the back, it says on the back what each game mode is. One is solitaire. This one is 2-player. Poison, Pool, and Trick Shot. So we're just going to stick with the first one, which I kind of know how to play, which will be good enough for demo. Oops, upside down. All right, so we're going to use the one that is one light. And let's see, do we...
I'd say press shoot.
Maybe? All right, so there we go. It looks like a billiard game. So you use aim to set your pool cue. Okay, we're just going to do a nice straight-on shot. You hold down the shoot button, and it gives you sort of a power thing. And then you let go of it, or you tap it again and it shoots. I don't remember. Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, okay, so now...
I think the light symbolizes where you shoot.
Hang on a second. I had this all figured out at one point. Cue up, shoot. There we go. This is state of the art back then, folks. All right, so you reset. Oh, you know what? There's an angle. That's what it is. Okay, so once you set where you're going to hit, then you can choose an angle that you're going to kind of put on the ball, I think. I had this all worked out. I need an instruction book so bad. Oh, I got one. Hey, you know.
I think
there's two.
You think you have to press shoot twice?
I think there's a way that you can actually sort of manipulate sort of an English on the ball. I can vaguely remember figuring that out. Oh, I remember. Oh, wait, is this it? Curve? Wait a minute. Yeah, see, so now you're going to kind of hit to the side. You can say, I want to hit to the side of the ball. See? So I kind of nicked it instead of hitting it head on. I don't know. Interesting. If you're into pool, I mean, this is kind of cool. The commercials, of course, always made these like 100 times better than they actually were, which is good marketing on their part. I mean, they have everybody in the house playing this thing. But still, sort of an interesting little piece. Somebody, you know what's really weird is I didn't realize, and I still don't think it's true, I don't think kids really like pool. I mean, even back in the 80s, who was playing pool? I mean, I know obviously somebody's like, I play pool all the time, what's wrong with you? I just don't think that, like, if you were to go take 10 kids off the street and say, hey, let's go play some pool, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Pool.
Or you would say, why are you trying to kidnap me?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, little boy, you want to play some pool? No, thank you, sir. So anyway, but it works. It's fairly clean inside. It's nice. I don't think these are, of course, worth anything, you know, from a collector's point of view. Not worth a whole lot, but fun for us to look at today. So I had several people comment on how cool this little calculator is. And unfortunately, despite having a plethora of every battery known to man, the one battery that is known to man that I don't have is a half-height version of this little watch battery. So here's the watch battery itself. That needs to be, this is the right size, but it's too thick. So this is like a, I don't know, double capacity version of this or something. So what we need for this is one that's half this size. And unfortunately, that's one I do not have. But this is just a calculator in the shape of a controller, a joystick, or a video game controller. So it's cool, but unfortunately we don't get to make that work for you today. Now here's Armor Battle. This is the one that I told my friend's family that I could turn into a laser gun if they would let me take it apart. Good story for those that missed it. So I'm going to put a battery in here. I have not fired this up yet, so I have no clue if it will even turn on or not, and this is not looking good. So this might be a showpiece. Of course, who knows if this battery is dead or not. Sometimes dead batteries get back into the battery bin, right? Yeah, I don't think Armor Battle's going to make it.
No laser gun today.
Well, maybe I could still make a laser gun out of it. I could take it apart and find out why it's not working as an Armor Battle and
make it
turn
better.
It into a laser gun. It'd be probably a lot better as a laser gun anyway. So I'm going to save this one for a little bit later because I'm fascinated by this device, and probably because I have some background. These are called, by the way, they're called like poly chicks or something like that. They're in the last video. I actually figured out what they were called, and I was completely right. By plugging these ends into another end of another one, you could build an entire fortress with these. These are made for girls, and you'll see why in a little bit. But there's some fascinating stories behind that. I'm going to talk to you about that one. So here is, this one's going to be rough to try to get in and do video on because there's no way to turn up the contrast, but we're going to do our best. How does that look? Is the light on okay on that?
Move it over a little to the left.
This one?
Get a little bit of glare.
It's probably
This angle is probably the best I'll get.
All right, so in this case, this is yet another racing game based on liquid crystal display technology. And there's various modes you can play. There's one that's sort of an open, like Spy Hunter type racing game. There's one that's sort of like this was the Crash Up Derby kind of one, right? Where you're trying to hit the other car. This one, I have no idea what that mode is. But so there's basically a racing game. And this one's just a track racer, right? So I will,
Excel.
Right? And, oh, that's me. I have trouble figuring out which car I am. So you simply try to...
He crashed into you.
Oh, come on.
You have to go faster.
Not that fast, though.
Do you want me to demo it for you?
No, I got this. So I'm getting the hang of it now. I've got a nice lead on... Oh, I had a nice lead on him. Yeah, this isn't going to win any awards for Game of the Year, mind you. I hit it! Whatever. Let me go to the other one.
Man raging at portable game.
Man rage at a horrible game. So this one is your standard, you know. Oh, damn it. I didn't actually mean to do that.
You have to dodge the cars.
Yeah, no kidding, really?
Well, you kind of didn't do that, so I was just making sure.
Oh, I guess I should have slowed down on that one. All right, you get the idea. It works. It works, and it's a... You know what's really interesting about this? If you saw the other video where I dug this out of the box, this was like supposed to be sort of an upscale toy. And I say that because it comes like in a leather folio where you're supposed to like put like your credit cards or something in one side. And, you know, you close it up and you put it in the breast pocket of your suit. I don't know if that's what they were going for, because I know that this form factor, they made a golf game like this, and golf would appeal to older, wealthier gentlemen, maybe. I don't know. So maybe they were trying to make an upscale line of boy toys or grown-up toys. Because it's crazy. If you go look this thing up, and you'll see that it comes with this leather or faux leather or pleather, whatever it is. It comes in this very nice little folio, and it's like, kids aren't... Who cares? Kids, it looks like a checkbook. I don't know. For those of you who remember what checkbooks are. All right, enough of that. All right, so let's talk about Battlestar Galactica. This was a game I told you previously is in high demand. People want this game. It's still going for $50 or $60. It's a fairly simplex game, and mine is still working. Oh, crap. All right, so the idea is that you can move your little ship at the bottom using this slider, and enemies are going to fly down at you, and you've got to shoot them. As long as they don't hit your ship, you're okay. So you can let them pass by. I'm waiting. Okay, got him. Of course, you don't get any points if they get by you. But you can't let the ones in the middle come down, otherwise they'll kill your ship. Now they're getting faster. I don't know.
Oh, so you're a bullet.
You're basically a bullet. Ooh. Goes close. And you can make your bullet move in the air, so it's a guided bullet, but you still... Where did I go?
You went through it.
Oh, crap. I'm thinking that there's the batteries may be a little weak on this thing. What happened? I got dead somehow. That's the idea. It's really, that's as complicated as it gets, folks. It's not one of those games that people are buying for the exceptional play value. But, again, big market for these things. That's why I keep it kind of sealed up in a plastic bag. If I was smart, I'd keep it in a box. But I'm going to take the battery out of it before I store it next. The Merlin. Easily one of the more popular devices. If you go look up on YouTube, you'll find plenty of people that have played with these, that like these, that reminisce about these. And so, as you remember, we had two Merlins. One that was in much better shape on the front, but the battery terminals, even after extensive cleaning, didn't come back from the dead, unfortunately. With a wire brush and a lot more work, I might be able to tidy those up and make them work. This one still needed some work, but I did manage to, this one actually had a good back. The other one was broken. I used pieces and parts, and this is also from Parker Brothers. You can see the same sort of door design from the bank shot. But you can see there's a little bit of nonsense going on in here. A wire brush would probably tidy those up. Everything else looks really clean. I did have to tidy this one up to get that final battery to connect. And so this guy actually does work. I was playing it earlier to sort of remind myself of how the games worked. so that I wouldn't be doing that on the air here with you. Even though I had this game for years and years and years, you know, memory fades, and as one of my friends said, I need more omega-3. But that is neither here nor there. Let's do some Merlin action. You know what? I'm going to leave the back off of this because it tells you the list of games that are available, and that'll help keep my mind in. So Merlin is played entirely with these membrane-type buttons were very popular on microwaves, and I think they still are. I think our microwave works on the same principle. But behind each one of these is a lighted LED. And so this is in ready mode, and you can see it's blinking, waiting for me to ask for a game. And as you can see, I don't know, is that even possible to get that?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see the list of games on here, Tic-Tac-Toe, there's Magic Square, there's Echo, there's Music Machine, and there's Blackjack, and then there's, do they call it Mastermind? I can't really see.
Mindbender?
Mindbender, which is basically Mastermind, which is basically guess the sequence sort of thing. So let's take a look at how this works. It's amazing that these level of gaming, especially something like Blackjack, could be totally done with these keys. Now there's 9, 10, 11 of them total. These two usually aren't used by the games themselves, the top and the bottom one, they're used as indicators. So new game just sort of resets it so that it's waiting for you to choose a game. There's a hit me button down here, obviously for Blackjack. Computer's turn, which is used for various functions, and same game, if you just wanted to play the same game again, you could just, you know, restart the game and not have to choose the game for a second time. So let's start with the venerable favorite number 1, Tic-Tac-Toe. And I get to move first. Center square, of course. Computer's turn. All right. All right, I can tell we're not going to do well here.
For those of you wondering, we're the blinking light.
Yeah, we're the blinking light. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, this is going to end
Top center.
Did I screw it up?
Yeah, he got tic-tac-toe.
Oh, I suck.
Top middle. So.
Yeah, well, I'm also working from an angle here, so I can't see these lights very well on the far side. So let's do that again. I feel like I need to be... Oops, that's Magic Square. New game. I feel like I need some sort of redemption here. I'm going to move over so I can actually see those lights. Yeah, he's screwed now. I got him. I win. Ha! So Tic-Tac-Toe's a bust, let's be honest. No matter what format you play, be it on paper or on the fantastic futuristic Merlin, it's still Tic-Tac-Toe. Music Machine. So I always thought that this was kind of fun. In fact, the very first song that I made on this was the Sad, Sad Walking Away song from The Incredible Hulk. Unfortunately, I do not remember the code sequence for that. But essentially, each one of these lights represents a different tone. And I think if you use that, it puts a rest in, or this one, it puts a, no, that's the rest. Rest, rest. And you can make a sequence of up to like 64. And then once you're done with your music, you hit computer turn. Hey, you can get a good Incredible Hulk theme out of this. Trust me, it's been done and I've done it. All right, so what was our next game? Echo. So this is basically Simon. So you hit 3, and then how many sequences do you want to have to try to follow? You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 9. So because I need more omega-3s, I'm going to do 3, and then you hit computer turn. Yeah. Super hard.
Do 9.
9. What was that? What game was that? 3? Maybe I do need the omegas. All right, so 3, and we'll do 9. 9. Yeah, it's not happening.
Wait. Maybe I can get it? Wait, do it again. Okay, so middle, upper right, upper right, I think, again. Try it again.
Access denied.
Okay, middle, upper right, middle, down middle, upper right.
Upper right?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Right middle. I think it was left middle. Up left, down left.
Oh, my son does not need omega-3s. Awesome. All right, so what's next? So we got Echo, Blackjack 13. You know, this is actually probably the most useful game in here, and that's number 4. So obviously 21's not going to work out here. We just don't have enough numbers. So the top score on here is 13. So you get 13, you're good to go. So all of these have little numbers in the corner. It's really hard to see, and I'm sorry they're still dirty. I did try to clean it up a little bit, but that requires some finesse. So right now the blinking is us, and we have 10, and he has 4. So for me to hit, probably not a good thing, but with a 4, he's going to probably have to. So I'm just going to go ahead and force him to go. So he beat me. So you got an 8 and a 4. So he exceeded my score. Same game. And I have 3. Hit me. So that's 8. I busted. He won anyway. Same game. I have a 1. Gives me 6. So that's what he's got. So if he hits and busts, I'll still win.
I say you hit again.
All right. Busted.
You got a
10. All right, let's do this one more time. So I got a 4. I'd like to beat him just once.
Hit.
5.
Hit.
8.
Hit.
Oh, are you kidding me? I think the only thing I could get there is a 2. Because I don't think you can have the same number more than once.
Do it.
Okay. Oh, it paid off. Computer's turn.
And he still wins.
That's some... Oh, I hit the wrong one.
He got it.
Okay, we got a 9.
9. Stay.
Ha! We finally beat him. He busted. Anyway. Actually, I like blackjack. I'm not good at it, but I like it. All right, so number 5 is Magic Square. You probably remember this is called Lights Out. The object is to make all of these blink on the outside, right? So you're trying to make a magic square. So every time you hit one of these, it changes certain lights on and certain lights off.
I just randomly press buttons and hope I get it.
Eventually, you do see the pattern. And unfortunately, in my case, I don't remember. I think it's these 4 in sequence now. There you go. Made the magic square. So really, there's like 5 or 6 combinations you have to memorize, and then you're pretty much good to go. Is that the last game on here? Do we have another
Mastermind?
one? Oh, yeah, Mastermind. Right? This is a lot more fun. So this, next to blackjack, is probably the best thing that you could get here. So we choose 6, and then we decide what sequence, how many sequences of numbers do we need to figure out. So in this case, again with the omega 3s, we're going to do 3. So now you press 3 buttons, and it'll tell you how many you got right. So we're going to do this sort of systematically. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so by one blinking light, it's telling us that one of those was in the right, it was the right number, and it was in the right sequence. So I'm going to start with 1 and just do 2 other random ones. Okay, so that wasn't it. So how about this one? Nope, so it's this one. Okay, so now 1, so we know that's the 1, but we know it's also in the wrong order, so it's not first.
It's 3rd.
So we'll do it backwards. It was definitely 3rd. So now neither one of these are it. We know those aren't it, so we're down to these numbers, and this guy is the 3rd number. So let's go this way.
So...
Wow. Okay, so we got 2 of them. Did we miss one?
We didn't miss a button.
Okay, so let's see. So 2, 3. Okay, so this is the second one, and this is the 3rd one. So what's the first one?
That one, probably. Oh, wait. Wait, maybe?
Oh, there's doubles, because you can use the same number twice. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So actually, that's actually a pretty decent game for a little handheld like this. But anyway, so that's Merlin. That's the games that are available on them. Again, this, as you know from my story, holds a near and dear place in my heart. So very fun. And again, bless whoever at Parker Brothers for actually putting a power adapter. That's how I actually use my Merlin. I put a power adapter into it instead of using all these batteries. So there you go. That's a neat piece of my history, and we actually got to fire it up and try it out. All right, so what's next? What's next is, want to do the Dragon Boy? I should have you do that one. Maybe I'll save that one for, well, let's do Wildfire next. That's another one that takes like 900 batteries.
We'll just have a video of me doing stuff, because I'm better.
Yeah, you're better.
Hey, you can't deny it.
All right, so here's the Wildfire for those of you who missed out on. Another Parker Brothers toy. So it's Tomy and Parker Brothers, owned at the end of the 70s. And again, this is there stuff on there? I'll have to wipe that off. That rag. All right, that's all right. So once again, electronic product. Do not drop. Seems
maybe because the batteries
sense,
will
right?
explode or something.
Although this battery case is very good. I did have to I did have to put a little something in there to clear up that last connection, which is okay. The game works. Well, it will work if I wiggle it around a little bit. It's the best we can do. Hopefully that was enough. And I left that piece in there. What's the word?
We had it working before.
Yeah, and I know why. The foil fell out. So this connector right here needs a little extra love. So just give me a second. What we do for our passions. All right, so I'm going to take a little piece of foil here. It's a little bit thick still. Just kind of. All right, how's that look? That looks better. And we will make it a little thicker. I guess I should be doing it on the camera so you can see. So we're going to take this guy, as you can see, and you can see that the contact is basically destroyed at this point. So I'm just going to put that guy right in there. And get this.
Maybe made a little too thick.
That's okay. It needs to be thick, otherwise it's not going to work.
And do we have life?
We do. Okay, cool. All right, so let's put this back in for now.
Another Parker.
Another Parker Brothers game. So we have two settings here. We have off, well, three obviously, off, high, and low settings. So I'm just going to move this to low. All right, so here we, it's barely holding together, folks. We're going to have to be very careful with this. All right, so we have two flippers here. We have the ball launcher. So you touch it, it brings the ball up. Hold it down, and you shoot. And you can see I've got flippers that work. Down the drop, shoot, hit the bumpers. Oh, I missed that spot. Oop, too early. Too late. Too late again. I'm trying to get that spot over here. I think that lights the kickback. Oh, which I just lost. If you hit that, it'll light this kickback and you won't lose the ball next time. And you can choose, of course, how hard you hit it, which is useful for pinball. Dang it, too late again. Again, this looks extraordinarily primitive, folks, but nice. It's amazing that they could pull something like this off. For those of you who actually play pinball, this is actually fairly decent in terms of the way it scores and the way it plays. And you get screwed coming up the back just as always. Oop, nice and hard. A nice little...
You'll never get a hit.
Little volley going on there. And you would think that sort of with the primitive electronics, that you could get the ball stuck like that and it would just sit there and pound forever in sort of a little loop. But honestly, I don't remember that ever happening. You know, you'd be like, oh, I have to shut it off because it's never going to stop. So they managed to, oddly enough, recreate some decent physics with the limited capacity of what they had here. Which I find... There we go. I got the kickback lit. So now I'm not going to... See? It bounced it back out. Down the tube. So there's Wildfire. I mean, it doesn't get much more complicated than that. I mean, there's a way you can tilt by tapping these flippers together quickly to sort of nudge the table. There's a couple things like that. But for the most part, what you see is what you get. A basic pinball game in a nice, convenient handheld format. So that is Wildfire Pinball. And my jury rig of using aluminum foil to make the connector better. All right. Well, that will do it for Wildfire. That was fun. I mean, obviously it'd be more fun if I didn't have to sit there and play kid gloves with it, but, you know, we do what we have to do. Okay, so there's Wildfire. We'll put him back. He's in good shape other than that one terminal. And he works. Okay, so we had some morky-chorky technical difficulties. You're lucky, otherwise you would have heard dogs barking in the background, so we took care of that, so you're welcome. So we have a couple more portable items to look at before we look at the, we start using the TV here and some of the bigger console items. We'll look at this little guy first. So this, in effect, is a very advanced Tamagotchi. But for those of you who are some of my older listeners, you're going to remember this as essentially being little computer people made by David Crane from Activision, originally seen on 8-bit consoles. And the inspiration is clear. I mean, it's totally clear. Now, whether or not these guys decided that they got their inspiration from a Tamagotchi, which of course got their inspiration, I think, from Little Computer People. And I say that because Little Computer People dates back just so far. So we need a bunch of AAAs here. Okay, so let's get these in. So what makes this interesting is this is fairly advanced as a simulator and as a toy, because it is rather, I don't know if I want it. This guy's weird. There's like a little bulge. Keeps this from going in, right? You know what, we're just gonna leave it off. All right, so here we go. And I'm gonna try to do the best I can to see it from an angle. And how's the video looking?
Great.
You can see? Okay, great. So the idea here is using these buttons, you have a little virtual friend in there, and she will walk around and you can have her do things and she'll talk to you and all sorts of other cool stuff. And again, the idea being here is that with these little ports on the sides, you could connect whole large households filled with them, and they will walk and move between each one. So let's see if I can wake her up here. Now, for her, it's nighttime, and I don't know if you can set the time or something in here, but notice the little light went on. She's upstairs now sleeping, or apparently going to sleep. Or she's up there just doing something. Okay, she's coming back down now. And if you don't do anything, they'll...
Nice place you got here. What should we do?
So, if you let her just sit there on her by her own devices, she'll eventually do stuff on her... She's pissed off. Now look at her tapping her foot that we're not, like, doing something with her. How about eat? So I push the eat button and she's going to go and feed. Did you put...
Pick something.
Oh. Pick something. So...
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He's a piggy eater.
Give her more food.
Let's see. What's this do? Oh, is that a weight? Oh, what happened? Oh,
Wanna play a game?
Sure. How do we do this?
Oh, you picked clothes is the button you picked.
Did I?
That's a dress hanging up.
Okay. What's she doing now?
Watching TV. There's a little TV, I think, right there.
Nice. Like I said, it's hard to see from this angle. She looks just eating more.
She's eating popcorn.
Oh, nice. Can I abort what she's doing?
You made her cry.
Is she crying?
She's coughing. But
Oh,
it looks
there we
like,
go.
Oh,
Pick something.
Ah, okay.
oh, she's
so
ready for. Oh,
ready for something else.
Wanna play a game?
Okay. So it looks like there's arrows on the side that tell me to... Can I choose a different game, or do I just hit this until I find the game that I want?
you're posing her.
Pick something.
I don't know what I'm supposed to pick.
Oh, I see. When
get
you
it?
were posing her, there was two flashing things, a phone and something on the shelf. So that's what you were supposed to do.
Okay.
She was wanting you to pick something. Eating again.
Yeah. I'm going to make her a fat little piggy.
I wonder if they actually get heavier
That'd
the
be
more
great,
you feed
wouldn't it?
them.
The more you feed them, they get all porky. But anyway, if you watch the video that I'd posted along with the last time we broke this out before we actually turned it on, you'll actually see that you can have multiple friends connected together in here, and they'll actually sit and talk to each other and do stuff. I need instructions on how to get the full benefit of this.
There you go, see? Now you can select the phone or whatever's on the shelf. You picked the phone.
Hello. Excuse me. No way.
No way.
Woohoo!
So 80s.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Well, there you go. I mean, so this is actually really cool. I mean, obviously it's more slanted for girls.
What should we do?
But the context of the technology that's being used and everything else, it's really cool. And I like the diorama effect, you know, where everything kind of has this 3D thing and she sort of exists in there. Oh, see? Sometimes she just gets phone calls on her own.
Hello.
And that's exactly how little computer people worked as well. You would just leave him to his own devices and he would wander around and do stuff on his own. All right.
What should we do?
What
Go
should
to
we
bed.
do? We can...
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Done with you.
I'm done with you. Go put yourself to bed.
Shut her off while she's in her bed. Never come back.
So a little light will come on upstairs, I think. Yeah. I wonder if she'll make little snoring noises.
She
You
just
should wash her face.
waterbed pop.
Oh, that'd be great. So she's just up there hanging out. I was hoping there'd be some snoring going on, but apparently.
I don't think
come
she's
back down?
asleep yet. It's still nighttime.
All right. Well, anyway, a fun, interesting little piece of technology. What?
Light went off.
Oh, nice. Oh, did she go to sleep?
I think so.
I'm all sucked in with what she's up to. He's snoring.
Oh.
Oh, now all the lights went off, so she's actually asleep. So now I guess it's in like a sleep mode. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, so you just pretty much turned it off, and when you probably press something else, it turns on. But
All right. Well, that's fun. What a neat little toy.
yeah,
I'd be interested to see more of them connected together. This was just a random pickup at Goodwill. See the Goodwill tag still on the back. It was just a random pickup, and it's like, this is interesting. I wonder how it works and if it works. And I'd never ever heard of these. And I think they came out in the early 90s. First of all, I wasn't a 13-year-old girl at the time. And two, I was out at sea a lot of the time with the Navy, so commercials and stuff would have been lost on me. So maybe this was all over the TV, and I certainly didn't know anything about it. But anyway, so that's kind of neat. How much fun is that? I like unusual technology, even if it's not slanted towards me. All right, so now we're back to trying to get this thing in. There we go. All right, so the batteries are out of this guy. We can safely pack her away. And then the last thing that we were going to look at from the handheld is this little Dragon Boy. And Brian actually did a lot of the work on this one, so I might have him play it. I'm going to take the phone, and I'm going to see if I'm going to move myself around here and see if I can have him demonstrate and tell you about the game.
loud.
That's all right.
Okay, we're good.
So go ahead and talk us through it.
So it's a really weird system. So you have these numbers, and you use this to pretty much move through what game you want to play. So it goes all the way to Z.
So it says there's like thousands of games, but it's really like
Let's just 10 probably.
it's like 10 games with variants.
So this one's just battle tank. So you just move around and try to shoot.
Turn the sound on.
Oh, but it's really loud.
Yeah, it's okay. Turn it on. There you go. This actually looks kind of fun, actually. See if I can center in a little bit more there for you.
Very loud, as
very
you
loud.
can tell. So, and then we got... So this is like the portable game we were doing earlier. You just dodge cars. And you got to get very precise with dodging.
Sound effects leave something to be desired, but it's really loud. I mean, that thing's as loud as hell. All right. What other kind of game modes do we have in here? Man, there's no volume control on that either. All right, give us another game.
So this one's just another racing game, but with 3 lanes instead of 2.
All right.
So I just die here.
That's not annoying at all. Oh, there you go.
Muffle it.
Muffled. And put some electrical tape over that or something.
So,
All right, give us another one.
So
It's sort of like the Tron MCP. Things are coming out and you got to kind of shoot them before they get down to you. It's a lot like Tron MCP. I assume it gets faster over time?
yeah, the higher the level you get.
Ah, okay.
Like Tetris, except they get faster. So,
All right.
unfortunately, the only way to get back to the menu is to turn it on, or...
All right. I know there's at least a couple other interesting game modes here that you were telling me about.
I think we're on D. Oh, no. See, that's another thing. If you get the wrong
There's
one...
no reset button on there or anything?
No, I don't... Oh, there's a reset. Oh, see?
You use the same thing.
Oh,
except for
no.
it's-
So it's like reverse Tetris, kind of. You're shooting blocks and you need to align them in a row.
That's
See, and
kinda
look,
cool,
if
yeah.
you line up a row.
Oh, that's cool, actually. I kind of dig that. It's actually kind of cool. I'd actually play something like this, maybe on a different platform. Oh, that was cool. Oh, dust. That's actually kind of fun. I mean, that looks neat.
It gets kind of boring after a while.
Well, yeah, of course. All these games are going to get boring after a while.
Oh, yeah, see, reset, it just reset. Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice.
But
It's
then...
the Commodore theme, right? For those of you who picked that up, the Bach Fugue.
Okay, so if you can't tell, this is Frogger.
Oh, wow. Hang on, so let me get a little closer here.
So, the little blinking thing is
wow.
the frog. And those moving things are the
Insane that
cars.
they managed to turn like this.
And like Frogger, you have to line them up in separate spaces.
Nice.
Then you get another frog.
That's freaking kind of cool. I mean, considering the technology level here, that's actually kind of cool that they managed to get these sort of arcade type games in here. Neat. All right, what other stuff do we got? I know there's a ton more things in here.
See, and then you gotta remember what letter you were on. I think we're on H? Yeah. So this is Breakout, pretty much.
Now, you would expect with this format that there would be a Breakout game in here.
So yeah, you guys know what Breakout looks like, I'm sure.
We're going to hear that theme. This is like Christmas time in like 1982.
So this is Snake.
Oh, cool. This is another one of those games that you would expect to be on here.
Very slow.
I bet if you turn the numbers up right, that you'd get a faster game.
It gets more difficult the bigger you get.
Snake is always a winner.
Right, you have to tap the direction buttons to go faster.
Oh.
It moves by itself, but if you just want to go faster. So yeah, just Snake.
It's actually kind of cool. So each one of the letters a different game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what this is, so if someone could tell me what this is. I honestly... Maybe you're supposed to press them.
Yeah, I'm at a loss here.
So, that game's pretty much useless. I think we're on... K. Tetris.
Oh, nice. Well, you'd hoped there'd be Tetris in here.
But, unfortunately, this is where it gets bad.
Bad how?
Because the rest of the games are Tetris.
Oh.
And it's not different, it's just Tetris.
Oh. Well, that's okay.
And then...
We had a good look at everything.
Then you go to M, Tetris.
I remember these games retailing for like $10 or something. So there's not, I mean...
Go to
$10 you get a loud
Tetris.
noisemaker for the car. Alright. Well, cool. Well, I think that probably shows them enough of this thing.
This is what I like about Tetris, is you could do stuff like this.
Shoving it into the side like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's Tetris. Nothing special about it.
It's just Tetris.
Just Tetris.
Okay.
And then... There we go.
Mute.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Brian, for showing us the
Noisemaker.
noisemaker, the Dragon Boy.
Call it the Siren Boy.
So we'll pull the batteries out of this later. But yeah, there's the Dragon Boy game. Donated by one of my listeners, actually. Okay, so Now we are down to looking at a couple of weird consoles, starting with the Sega Genesis Arcade Motion. And according to the back, we get 5 Sega games, 7 interactive sports games, and 8 bonus arcade games.
Actually, it's 15, and I think it's...
Oh.
Yeah, there's little ones right there if you can see.
Yeah, it's hard to see there.
15 Sega games, 7 interactive sports games, and 18 bonus arcade
And that
games.
one just sort of bleeds together from here. All right, so let's. I don't think I've ever actually opened this, so this will be fun. I assume it would work because it's new.
And there's no batteries in it, I don't think.
I'm sure there's something.
Now, before you get all crazy, yes, it's pretty much just Sega Wii, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, it's obviously inspired by the
Look
Wii
at that.
controllers.
The straps too.
Let's take this stuff out here. and
You
see.
know it's sad when the straps look better than the actual controllers themselves. So
This is true. All right, so let's start with the console itself. Obviously, it's extraordinarily battery powered. We have a battery door.
shaped like
Standard
Sonic.
on-off. It's shaped like Sonic's head. There's a peeling
Decal.
Sonic decal here, which I'm sure probably the storage has not been kind to it. But a little bonus decal does not affect the functionality of the game. We have, looks like an IR receiver here, which I'm assuming is something to do with the controllers, which probably is. We have your standard menu, on-off. We do have a 5-volt in. Oh, an SD card slot. Now we're talking. So most of these Sega knockoff type machines have the ability for you to put your own Sega ROMs in there. So that's cool. Your standard AV. And nothing else interesting there. Let's look at our controllers here.
That's weird button.
This is weird. Why are these here, I wonder?
Looks like something goes into there, because if you look in there, you kind
It
of
looks like you could, so something plugs
grab
in there.
something.
But there's nothing. This must be a reuse
Oh,
controller or
maybe
something.
if it's like you're playing a claw game or something.
Oh, maybe you can click in like a golf club or something. That's really a weird design.
Is there anything else in the box?
No, that was it. They don't show any other weird usages.
Let me get a look. Maybe it's for a game of some sort, is what I'm thinking.
So anyway, we have your standard D-pad, and actually this doesn't feel too bad. It's an 8-way, so I mean, that feels okay. There's an on-off button to preserve your batteries, of which I don't think I'm going to have enough batteries here.
Looks like there's
And then we also have a 4-button layout, a menu and start button remote. It says it's player 1, so there's no syncing involved.
What I do like is there's grips on the side in case you're holding it sideways.
Yeah, so you can hold it like this.
Little grips right there. Or if you're holding it, I think it's if you hold it straight. Yeah, like that.
This,
Depending on if you're left or right-handed.
what this little guy's for? This looks like a little light.
It's just
Maybe it just shows that the battery's on or something.
Yeah.
'Cause it's right in the way when I'm holding it
indicator.
like this. Yeah.
Wait, but isn't there one on the front? I think I
There's
just
one
saw.
over here too.
There's one right here.
Maybe. Oh, I bet these are probably LEDs for the motion tracking. If I had to take a guess,
There's a
Who
red
knows?
one.
Let's open these guys up. We'll see what we need.
So
Of course, the screws just fall right out.
looks like they're labeled too. Player
Of course,
1 and
double
2.
A's. So we're going to need at least 4 double A's, of which I know I have. But what goes in here? And we don't have a.
Aren't those triple A's?
Are they triples?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good because we might actually. This will probably take doubles. Take these screws and shove them to the side. Ah, good. So maybe we do have this figured out. This is a lot of batteries. So we need. Good lord.
So 4 double A's for the main console, and then 4 triple A's for the 2 controllers.
All right. So let's equip. Oops. There we go. Good call. All right. We're not going to put the screws back in here. Well, fortunately, they clip without the screws. It's not like we're going to be playing.
Don't
anything.
lose the screws.
Yeah, they're over here. All right, so all the screws are out. Oh, there you go. I'm going to put these guys in. I'm expecting very little from this, folks. I'm just pointing out that I do not expect that this will be...
I wonder if you can hook your own controllers. Like if
Turn
you
it
could
on.
somehow-
Okay, so we have a little light here, so it looks like it might be trying to sync. So let's do this. We're going to have to be creative here, I'm afraid. Let's get this cable.
Make sure it turns on. Okay,
does.
good.
So I don't want to turn it on
Yeah.
until it's plugged in. If there's some sort of boot screen or something, I want to
Just
see it.
making sure.
Yeah, no, of course.
Batteries
Go
could
ahead
be
and mono standard composite cable, not even component cable, composite cable.
Too bad it's not wireless.
Well, it's kind of wireless. The controllers are wireless.
Yeah, that's something.
Go. Okay.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll fare better than we did with the DTV, the C64 DTV. All right, let's see what we got here. AV.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
I'm hoping that's a boot menu button. This might be a very, very short video.
Maybe give it a minute.
Oh, maybe
you have to use the controller.
Maybe the controllers have to be. Okay, well, I don't know if that means that they were paired or not.
Maybe give it a minute for it to load. Maybe it's just not compatible with this.
It's possible. I mean, it looks like it's trying to do something.
Oh, that was different.
This is really sucky. Unless these batteries are too low for it or something. I don't know if I have an adapter handy. Wow.
Well, looks like we got a bust.
Yeah, I think the thing is definitely Fryzored. That's too bad. I really wanted to see what this thing was doing.
Well, we still got more stuff to try, so...
Oh, definitely. There's definitely... Put the camera over here for a second.
Yeah.
There's definitely, when I pick it up or when I move it... Of course, now... Oh, there we go. So, that's so weird. It was working there. See, when I pick it up, it was actually detecting. So these things are actually doing some sort of motion control.
Is there a start button? Maybe you have to press the start button.
I mean...
No, it's not doing anything.
This is really... This bothers me. Again, I'm wondering if it could be a battery problem. But I don't think so. I think this thing is just dead.
No, well, that's a shame.
Let's see here. Hang on. Let me, just for fun.
Try to see if it was the batteries.
I mean, this thing is like brand new. I just think that there's...
Maybe here, just place it with this one.
No, just something. I don't know.
Well, you don't have them both plugged in now.
Well, yeah, but this is just audio. That won't matter. Oh.
I heard something.
Oh, that's because I'm messing with the audio cable. 5 volt. We may have to try this again when I can dig up a power adapter. Maybe it's just a voltage problem or something. I don't know. Well, that's too bad. I really wanted to see what sort of nonsense was going on. I'm hoping that X360
XGame 360
provides us with more entertainment. So I might leave the batteries in that, just in case we decide to want to go that way. I don't remember which cable that other thing needs. So, okay, so time for everybody to move over, bacon. Now there's something meatier. All right. So as you recall from the last video, we have this extraordinary game system featuring the Pistola laser. My favorite piece of the equation. Pistola laser. All right, so we're gonna need we're gonna need a little more power down there. It looks like. Oh, did we say this thing probably runs on batteries too, right? So maybe we don't need power long enough at least to try this thing out. So let's see. 8-bit video game, it says right on the side. Man, oh man, this thing is cheaply built. Tell by this, it's so weird. You can tell by the screw post.
How much you paid for it?
This was a gift, I believe, from one of my listeners from the old days.
Well, it says it's a
there we
super
go.
video game, so
Yeah,
it's super cheaply
Super
made.
cheaply made video game. So I don't know if this thing will actually run on batteries or not. We'll plug it in if it behaves like the other thing. Oh, these are pretty tight. I'm going to leave that off for now. And then we need at least a controller plugged in. Does it say 1 or 2 or anything?
No, I don't think so, no.
No,
Just plug it in.
We'll plug them both in, I suppose.
We should probably take the zip ties off.
Here's one that's already undone, so we'll just try using that one.
So very, obviously, it's very inspired by Xbox, but...
Yeah, what do you think? And so, the laser pistola here actually looks like it...
So,
oh,
yeah, you have to
bad.
press the bottom of the trigger for it
It's
to
the
work.
top of the trigger.
Yeah, top right there.
All right, so let's take one of these guys out, and I don't know if the laser pistola will work on either one. I mean, I guess I could look at the instructions, but how fun would that be? Not at all.
And our favorite feature, the circular disc inserter. That
So don't plug it in yet. I want to see I want to see if I power it up and it just plays the games anyway, and that's just there as a novelty.
160.
Oh my god, this thing is so weak. I mean, look at this. Take a look at this on the back. Look at this. As I'm pushing it in, the whole board inside's moving. It's so terrible.
It could be fun.
It could be. I'm keeping my expectations. I can't even plug this thing in because it's so cheap. There we go. Okay. That's terrible. This is what passes as fun, I guess. Pistola laser.
Looks like we got some Japanese games for a Mexican machine. Or
all right, so let's see how we do here.
See if it.
We'll see if it does anything when you try to power it up. One of these, I'm assuming, is reset and power. Please run channel. I don't want that. Where's my source? There we go. Hit enter or something. There we go. Okay, power. Yeah, so pretty much as I expected, the cartridge really doesn't do anything.
So, what happens if we plug it in?
One of these is sending a signal. Okay, so here we go.
Use the D-pad?
Okay, so obviously, whoa! Wow, this is terrible. Plug it in over here. Okay, here we go. All right.
What are we gonna play? Are we gonna play Super?
So let's run through the XGame 360 list here. Contra, Super Contra, Street Fighter, Batman 3, Double Dragon 3, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtle,
Dragon Ball,
Donkey Keg, or Donkey
Kong,
Duck Hunt. Oh, we got Duck Hunt. We have a shooter. Super Mario, Mortal Kombat 4. Really?
Try it.
Oh, we'll get there. I just want to run through the list. I'm not going to read them all out loud. I'll scroll them and you guys can take a look at them.
Burger Time.
Load Runner 1. Excite-Bike. So tons of thefted... Donkey Keg 3.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Didn't we have Donkey Kong 3 already on one of the other screens?
Oh, we're starting... We had Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
And Ice Climber.
There's Donkey Kong 3 again. So
no,
much for 86 and won my butt.
Well, what about the
Ninja
cartridge?
Turtle again? Yeah, we'll get the cartridge in a minute. There's Galaga again. There's Duck Hunt again. This is so great. Lies. Filthy
86
filthy lies.
repeats in one is what it should be called.
Alright, so just for fun, I knew that cartridge didn't do anything, but let's go ahead and grab that cartridge over there. Alright. This is so funny. This cartridge is just here as a...
Gag.
As a gag. Or maybe it's not. Oh, no, it wasn't. So there's built-in stuff, and then there's this. So maybe that's where the 86 comes from.
Oh.
What's that buzzing sound?
I think it's the cartridge.
Gross. All right, so Tennis, Galaxian, Super Mario. There's a handful of games.
We're not going through 8 games. 190.
Tennis 8. Okay, so it's like the same thing, only it's 8. Long Live Mario. Night Mario Poo. Sky Destroyer, Mahjong. Long Live Mario 8.
Bomb Jack. I saw Bomb. Moon Mario.
Save Princess SQW. It's fantastic. So where are the sports games at? There's tennis. That might be a sports game, but where's the...
What do you mean sports?
Oh, no. I was thinking the other one. Never mind. I was like, where
Try
the
tennis.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, so this looks like straight NES games that have been...
Sounds like Mario, kind of.
So this is like straight theft from...
It doesn't play bad.
That buzzing sound would make me crazy.
It's the cartridge.
Fault. Stop, Judge. Okay, how do I get back?
Menu button?
Yeah, go ahead and hit that menu button over there.
Power.
Oh,
nope, menu. There we go.
All right. So this looks a lot like a whole bunch of NES games pirated and stuffed on here.
Oh, is this Galaxian?
It's Galaxian, not Galaga. That's even a bigger ripoff.
That's Galaga.
No, this is Galaxian.
Wait, Galaxian's a real game?
Yeah, this is a real game.
But it's inspired off of Galaga.
Well, Galaga's inspired from it, technically.
Oh, wow.
This was first, I believe. Somebody will surely correct me in the comments. So these are all NES knockoffs, which is what we pretty much
Long
expected.
Live Mario. I want to see what
I'm
that...
kind of curious what that is.
Oh.
Wow, so they really
Oh.
just wanted to make sure that the word Super Mario Brothers doesn't show up, but that's exactly
World
what it is.
2-1.
Oh, weird. So they've broken it down into worlds.
Why is the jump suck? I don't remember you jumping that low.
Me neither. Wow. So they gimped. It's just basically like they did this weird ROM hack to start you at a different world and then gimp the jump button. How funny is that?
I think the scoring's off too.
All right, let's see what we got here. So, is there anything else that actually
Bomb
claims
Jack?
to be Moon, Mario, Sky? So these are just levels. That's so funny. Tennis 8. Galaxian 8. Oh, it did say Galaxian. I thought it said Galaga. That must have been without the cartridge in.
Try the number 8 tennis or something else.
How about Galaxian 8?
Yeah. Is there any different? No.
Maybe it's where it starts or something? I don't know.
Doesn't seem any different.
No, it looks the same to me.
$198 games? Yeah. 10
All right, so
at best.
I'm more interested in seeing the stuff that's built in.
Mortal Kombat seems cool.
Yeah, I want to see what nonsense they got going on in there.
If it's actually good Mortal Kombat, then this could raise our rating on this, right?
All right, so let's see what like Contra looks like. Oh,
Uh-oh.
what? 12-in-1 Contra. Oh, see, what is this like? You choose your gun you
Loop
start
gun?
with or something?
Shotgun.
Do you get to choose your starting weapon or something? Is that what we're talking about? I don't know.
Looks
like
good.
Contra. And it still feels, NES style.
Maybe you get a shotgun to begin with?
I don't know, let's see.
You picked shotgun.
Oops. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? So it's
It's
hacked.
like a trainer.
pretty much.
You get to choose your weapons and...
Is it just like Contra?
Yeah, this feels like the NES version, which I'm sure it is. Come here. Oh, good, yeah. Oh, well. That's just-
Swim.
Oh, I thought I was dead. Well, now I am. Alright.
So, it's good so far, to be honest.
Yeah, without the cartridge in it, it's actually a better game.
How much did, like, 100?
I don't know what this would have cost somebody. Let me see. I'm dying to see what the Donkey Kong looks like. Oh, it really is Donkey Kong 3 right off of NES.
It's not Donkey Kong.
Donkey.
This is actually Donkey Kong 3?
It is.
Doesn't seem that fun. You know how to play this?
Yeah, unfortunately. It's the NES version of Donkey Kong 3. Alright.
Mortal Kombat time?
Yeah, I know you're all excited for the Mortal Kombat.
What happens if we close this? Anything happen?
Alright, let's see what Mortal Kombat 4 is. Wow,
Looks
they
like-
even hacked the title screen. Wow. They got the same guys. That's awesome. So it's got like Night Wolf.
It's the same guys.
It's so what exactly is?
Wait, oh, MK4 equals 4 guys you can pick from. Liu Kang.
This is a terrible version of Mortal Kombat. Was this even an actual game? I don't know.
Was Mortal Kombat 4 a real game?
There was a Mortal Kombat 4, but it wasn't this. Kind of. I don't know.
Why do you have so much more health than him?
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm hitting him more than he's hitting me. I don't know. Fascinating. See, what else is there? Something that we just gotta
Donkey
see.
Kong. Weird.
Batman. Oh, let's see what Street Fighter looks like. Whoa! Oh, I thought maybe there was like a PAL problem there or something. Street Fighter 2010, the final fight. No background, just let me play the game.
Target versus Ken.
I remember Street Fighter looking a little different than this. This is like, what is this, like a platform?
Metroid. This is Metroid. This looks like a Metroid inspired.
This isn't Street Fighter. It ain't no Street Fighter.
This is like
Maybe this is some weird version of Street Fighter, but I have no clue about it. Chris is going to be giving me a bunch of crap. He'll be yelling at the screen right now when he's watching this. You don't know what that is? So obvious. I have no idea what this is.
There's no Street Fighter that I've ever seen.
It's like Metroid, but with Street Fighter.
Metroid-like.
Batman? I wonder...
Well, let's see what the Burger Time looks like. I mean, if it's a good NES port, then that's a fun game, actually. And it looks like the NES port.
Okay.
It's Burger Time. Oops, wrong direction. No, move! Hard to control like the real Burger Time. Whatever. Controllers aren't like gonna win any awards either. I mean, I suck, but controllers are no help.
Try Duck Hunt next.
Yeah, let's try a light gun game next.
Pistola laser.
Was Duck Hunt built in, or was it one of the?
It was built in, I think. Pistola laser. Hold on, I'm gonna just see it. Not kidding, it's upside down, but Pistola laser. Not even kidding about that.
Oh,
Looks like it plays really well.
It plays alright. Okay, so let me see if
Use the pistol. You want me to plug it in for you?
Yeah, hang on. Was it in here? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Okay, let's get it unzip tied. Just so. And they really don't want you getting into these things.
Yeah, let me get it. I have two hands, so it might be more helpful. Maybe not. How's this thing?
It's the other way. Yeah, that way. There you go.
There you go. So what does this plug into? The first
Yeah,
one
that one right there. There you go. Okay, we got the Pistola laser. What?
So how do I actually... Let me select, but how do I actually start? I'm going to have to plug a controller into the other one. Yeah.
Right there. There you go. So just plug in the controller to select. There you go. Unplug. Looks like Duck Hunt. Get those birds with the pistola. What?
This pistola sucks.
You hit him though, I thought. No?
Hang on. I'm going to try from the angle here. I don't even know if this is even working.
I could try in a second. I got a better angle, so.
I wonder if it has to be in the other port, maybe. I mean, it's definitely registering something, but I'm wondering if it's registering what it's supposed to. Hang on. Or maybe it doesn't work at all. How about that? Yeah. Okay, well, that's not going to work out. Yeah, here, let me see here.
Shoot the dog.
I'm thinking maybe it doesn't work at all. Maybe or it could be the TV, I guess.
I could try. What the hell?
Do it at the top. Remember, you got to push it at the top.
This thing sucks.
Let's see if it says anything in the excellent instruction booklet.
This thing, I can't even shoot with it. Oh, my finger got in the way there.
Plug into control socket 2 if required.
Yep. That's what it's in. Oh.
Maybe go further away. Step back from it and see if I'm guessing it just doesn't work at all.
I'm gonna aim like properly this time. Game over. I'm gonna try it again. I have hope.
Do you? Hang on.
I got hope. It's not plugged in.
Oh.
Duck. One duck. Let's try one duck. Seems to be registering here.
Well, it registers that you're clicking something, but I don't think it's actually like aiming on the screen. I mean, there's nothing special about this screen unless it has to be an else. Maybe it doesn't work with this type of display. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm gonna aim. I got this.
You know, in fact, I guess that's probably guaranteed.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that duck.
Yeah, I think it's the type of the display. It needs to be a CRT for it to work.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah, I think it's this TV type. It just doesn't work with it. It's very picky about what kind of TVs they work with. So,
XGame 360 is going down in the rating. The Pistola laser doesn't even work.
Well, like I said, it's probably the TV type.
Could be imaginary pistol fighting. That's the only thing it's good for. You see, every time I shoot, the duck turns to a white block.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't think it works. I think like it would show you where you were shooting. Man, all right. Well, whatever. Well, there you go. We said we would look at it, and we did. Now it's going to go right back in the box.
Even when it's right next to the screen, it doesn't really...
Well, it does work on battery power, so I guess that sort of makes it oddly portable.
So what's the one good thing about this, if you had to give it one good thing?
I guess it would be the NES,
the fact that they
pirated NES ROMs that are in there.
Or the fact that they call it a pistola laser.
Pistola laser might be the best part of the thing. You're right. So we'll put this all back together.
It's exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, pistola laser, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
That might be a Spanish
And
notation.
for any of you who didn't see, so this, you're originally supposed to pull it like this, and you can't, so you have to get up here.
To the pistola laser.
Yeah, you can't only pull it up here. Well, we knew it was gonna suck, so...
Yeah, we did. But, you know, sometimes it's the discovery is fun. I just can't believe I forgot about the stupid LCD versus CRT screen. I'm going to get lots of crap in the comments about that. Well, okay, so the NAX is not perfect for every retro gaming
Or
scenario.
it just sucks. Oh, and the disc thing came out again.
Yeah, well, it's not super high quality built to last sort of thing.
Well, there you go, the Mexican XGame 360.
That's right. It's
Crappy.
could be better. Could be better. This thing's just going to get shoved back in the box. But hey, at least we fired it up. Even the box is falling apart. At least we got to fire it up and try it out.
Well, I think...
At some point in time, maybe we'll dig out a CRT monitor and we'll try to get the laser pistola to work.
Pistola laser.
I'm sorry, pistola laser. It's awesome. Well, I don't think we have anything else to show for our supplemental edition of What's Inside Shane's Shed, the Loot Crate Mystery Loot Crate Edition. We've got tons more to dig, and we're going to get back to our regular Loot Crate digging soon. I hope you enjoyed the supplemental and looking into all of our fun little classic handheld electronic games. I'm Shane Armonroe. Don't forget, subscribe, like this video, and hit the little bell. Get notified of all of our great content coming up. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.